Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Brent Watches Babylon 5 for the very first time. You guys know me by now. I am Brent, one half of the duo here at Babylon 5 for the first time. Jeff is off doing something else. Actually, he's probably doing something else with the show right now, behind the scenes. So here I get to come and watch today's episode. The episode where, like, Jeff and I are recording in like 55 minutes. So I've got to do this one so I can go record with Jeff to talk about this episode, Legacies. Thank you guys so much once again for your response. Thanks for all your comments. Make sure you continue to comment down below. Would love to interact with you, but just please, I always remind people, no spoilers. We are trying to stay spoiler free as we go through this. Also, if you guys like what we're doing here, please be sure to like this video. Please be sure to subscribe to this video so that you guys make sure you get all the stuff when it drops. Hit that bell icon, right? You guys know how YouTube works by now, so you guys do that. And we're gonna watch the episode Legacies for the very first time. I have no idea what this one is about. I think last week when we did like our predictions, I said like someone's gonna kind of like, this is gonna be a dive into the past. Maybe we'll find out more about Sinclair and his past and what his legacy is. I have really no idea, but without further delay, let's get into it here, watching Legacies.
Minbari vessel coming through.
It's Minbari. I told you guys, Sinclair. This has something to do with Sinclair. I told you. Let's do it. Somebody famous with the Minbari just died. Okay, cool, got it.
A war cruiser.
Uh-oh.
Never thought I'd see one of those again.
Uh-oh. Sinclair's having flashbacks. Oh, yeah, there he goes. Oh, God. He's about to get flashy things.
I got a clear shot. I can take it, too.
Whoa.
There's still...
Whoa. Star Furies have an ejection pod that just pushes out like that? Like you're just chilling it? I am ejecting, so my ejection pod, like you're in it? Whoa. It doesn't like just shoot him into space and he's got to dangle there in a spacesuit. Like it just pushes out like his little, that's cool. That's cool. Sorry, I know I paused that like in the middle of a big fight scene, but I'm really falling in love with Star Furies. I'm so falling in love with Star Furies. Here we go.
Big and ugly.
They're big and ugly.
Attention.
I'm really excited for this episode now. I gotta tell you, I'm so excited. Ivanova, she's got a new haircut. Is that the guy from Stargate? Dan somebody. Oh, she just stole it. She ganked it. That is.
Hey, come back here. Hey, stop her.
Ooh, Talia. Whoa. That's got to be like Psi-Corp illegal, right?
Fast. You know this girl? No, she's just taking a mind roast.
You know what? Delenn hasn't been around for a few episodes. It's just been Lanier. So I wonder if Delenn's on that ship. And that lady's a telepath thief lady. Did Talia do that to her, or was that something else altogether? So I don't know. We gotta find out. But that shopkeeper, I think his name's Dan something or other. Anyway, he was the stunt coordinator on Stargate SG-1, and he would often be seen in the background. He often worked as like the chief engineer of Stargate Command, and he'd be seen in the back. And him and one of the directors who would often have a cameo, they'd have this big, huge wrench. Like you just look for it as like a thing. Anyway, I think that might be who that was. All right, let's get back to the episode. All right.
I'm sorry there has been a misunderstanding, Commander.
I saw it. This is DC Fontana. I'm so excited for this episode. Let's go. Come on. Oh, you kind of see like her eye, like her lid wasn't closed all the way.
Readings are all normal. Excuse me, but until this is resolved, she is still my patient, and I'm ordering you out. Both of you.
Dr. Franklin just laid it down. Y'all two arguing about this later. Get out. Okay, so why are they bringing his body to Babylon 5? Like, is this where they're going to bury him? Are they going to shoot him out into space here? Like, is this like a tour of the body? And why to Babylon 5? I don't understand.
Ambassador de Len.
The commander has arranged the place in which the Psi elite may lie in state.
It is a worthy thing.
Look, you can see it here in the video. I've never noticed that before. Their ears are like in their neck. Their ears are in their neck. Oh!
To honor the Psi elite.
Okay, so I want to try to track all this stuff here. The Minbari have two casts. There's the warrior caste and then whatever Delen's a part of. So obviously this guy is probably from the warrior caste. And those two like disagree on everything, if I remember correctly. In fact, they're not supposed to agree on anything. And if they do, that's bad news. It's the guy who was dead, not the captain who fought against Sinclair. Because I thought he was saying earlier that it was the captain who was bringing his body. I might have it wrong. I'll find out. I'm sure as the episode goes on, that'll get a little more clear. So I'm trying to get my ducks straight about what we've learned so far about the Minbari and where we are, like what's happening. And I still don't know why they brought him really to Babylon 5 to be viewed, unless like they're just trying to put him in front of Sinclair and be like, ha 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 ha, or something like that. Like, I don't really get it. We're going to get a square off here of Ivanova and Talia, I think, over this girl. So that should be interesting. Come on, DC Fontana. Don't let me down. Let's go.
How's she doing?
No, she's coming around.
It's convenient for Ivanova to walk in right now.
It's better.
Why is Talia got black
Where
gloves
did you get her
on?
name?
She's not leaving here, Miss Winters. Not as long as I have anything to say about it.
This really has nothing to do with the charges of stealing. This is Ivanova trying to keep that little girl out of Psi-Corp's hands. 100%.
People at all the access ports. Make sure to tip.
Where is the Psi elite?
What?
His body's missing. But none of his people are around, dude. You can't blame him. $10 says that they left his body purposely back on the ship so that they could blame Sinclair and the people here and then restart the war. That's my guess right now.
Oh, no. Not the carrion eaters.
Bon appetit.
They have carrion eaters on board.
I appreciate the clothes. The other ones
Suppose
are
it
pretty
helps.
right.
We have them on Earth too, so
before you trip back to Earth. The house, of course.
that's a cool looking
decorated
alien.
entirely
I ain't gonna lie,
in
that's a neat looking
Earth
alien.
style or narnish, if you prefer. You would become the mother, genetically speaking, of an entire breed of non-telepaths.
I don't believe this.
Welcome.
Narns are up to this, man.
Didn't
Since
Jakar
episode
try
1.
and talk our last telepath?
I'll talk to you later.
Dang.
I have to lie down.
Straight up red. That girl's
I hope
mine.
that isn't a sign of some frailty in her. Why don't you check her teeth while you're at it?
Leave, Matoth, promptly. You've made your offer.
Tell her I expect her answer soon.
Doc, just coming to see you. Any results on those tests?
Yeah, I just got him back from the lab.
Since when has Franklin been in uniform? I don't think I've ever seen him in uniform.
The smell out of it.
Thank you for taking the time to see us, Ambassador.
It is my pleasure. So, Alisa, you wish to know about Minbari telepaths.
Dude, she's got
I just
lightsabers on
want
her
to see all
wall
the
back
cards on
there.
the table before I make a bet.
For the Minbari, Psi ability is considered a gift. Therefore, the use of it is extended as a service to those who need of it.
They're not paid?
Only with the high regard of our people. It is not a job. It is a calling. It's enough for them to be of service. Those who wish to help others, to serve others, are greatly respected within our culture. They are encouraged and helped in their goal by making sure that their needs are met. They're clothed and fed and left alone to do what they are called to do. It is a small price to pay for something that benefits many.
I looked into a Narn mine today. It wasn't pretty.
That is hardcore Star Trek. Like, That's DC Fontana. That is, I mean, we talk about how many deltas this episode's going to be. That idea of what the Minbari described, that these people who exist to serve others, we're going to take care of their needs to let them do what they're called to do. We're going to clothe them. We're going to feed them, probably take care of their housing, and then we're just going to leave them alone to do what they're supposed to do. That is really awesome. How do you stop people from abusing that? That's a whole different conversation. But the altruism of that's ideal. I want to live in a world like that.
We do not all think the same way. We
Oh, it's the Great Council. Wait, are they freezing them?
Don't you need some more time?
No.
Were they
I got
stealing
it.
the body?
Thank you.
Is that what happened? What? Neither of those two people look like Delenn, but does that mean that they stole the body? They stole their own
Is there
person's
something
body?
going on around here about a dead body?
Oh, Sinclair's quarters got jacked. Well, who's responsible? Somebody's in the dark. There he is. Told you. Oh, I told you. I've seen TV before. I know how this goes. Punch him again. Punch him again. Oh, there you go. Ah! Is that Naroon?
Lights.
Camera.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Everywhere
His
has been
headpiece looks
searched,
weird.
but here, where no one would dare to go.
Escort the elite back to his quarters.
I brought someone to see you,
Oh.
Lisa Belden. I
Dude,
think you better talk to her, Jeff.
you just got told to escort. Go.
Ambassador.
Good evening, Commander. Mr. Garibaldi.
What is this? What is that? Did she steal that from the body? Like, was that like a thing he possessed and she stole it?
Stealing Branmer's body and cremating it without anyone noticing it.
Oh,
Why?
it was an urn.
As a member of the
It was his
religious
ashes.
caste,
That was an urn.
I felt an obligation to Brenmer. His ashes are to be sent home. They will be scattered in space.
So he wanted his own body stolen.
You and Mr.
To scatter
Garibaldi
his
have put
ashes.
that plan in jeopardy. There is someone on this station who interests me.
Oh.
But when she touched my mind, I detected some confusion in her about her future. She doesn't seem to care for either of the opportunities being offered by Earth or Narn.
Commander? Do you think Talia and Ivanova would be really teed off if I decided to go with the Minbari?
Teed
In
off.
order? Yes.
What a
and no.
90s phrase.
I don't need to be a telepath to figure that one out.
Alisa could become an instrument of great communication between humans and Minbari. We suffer
Well,
a
she'll be
lack
like an
there,
ambassador
as you know,
there.
Commander.
Is that the episode? Not yet. Well, it got me last week too.
Are you busy right now?
Go out to eat.
No.
Go make
not right now.
friends.
I wasn't exactly polite to you over this whole thing. Yeah, well, we both got a little hot, I think. How about if I buy you a drink to make up for it? Okay, but I go on duty in a half an hour, so it's.
I really like the Psi-Corp brooch that she has. It literally is a Psi, a C, a Psi,
Hi.
the Greek letter.
Just wanted to say safe journey. Elisa, there's something I've been wondering. When you looked into Delenn's mind, did you see anything else? Anything unusual?
A word. Chrysalis. I don't know what it means. Thanks.
Chrysalis.
You know something. That chrysalis is going to be like that's going to have a big to do for what happened. All right, that's our episode. All right, so let's do a quick recap on what we just saw. I think that was are we going to call this a huge episode? I think there's definitely a lot to go with it. perfect for DC Fontana to come in and write an episode like this. So we talked about Minbari culture. Minbari culture seems pretty cool. You let people come in and serve, you take care of all their needs, and then you send them on the way and just let them do what they got to do. That's awesome. We also learned the Grey Council ordered the war to stand down, ordered the warrior class to stand down, and that somehow created a rift between the two castes. But that created a rift between the two castes of the Minbari. So that's going to be a big thing. It leaves me with this question, though. Why is the warrior caste listening to the religious caste? Like, what power do they hold over the warrior caste? Because, like, we even saw in that scene with Delenn and Naroon, like, when she just said, I'm slapping it down, here's what you're going to do. Like, he all of a sudden turned into, like, saluting her and calling her Satai and all of that kind of stuff. So, what is actually happening there? That's a question that's unanswered. And then that last thing, that whole thing about the chrysalis, that's going to be a huge thing. That's not even a breadcrumb. That's like a whole loaf of bread that they just dropped. So I'm interested to see where they go with this. You have a guy who is part warrior, part religious caste, and he had to be both. I loved Sinclair's line there of praise him for the man of war. Let the warrior cast praise him for the man of war he is, but then let everyone else praise him for what he really was. The idea is it's possible to be both. You don't have to be one or the other. That got to be really Star Trek really quick there at the end. I wasn't thinking, even with DC Fontana and a couple of good lines here and there, it wasn't going to be much of a Star Trek episode, but it really turned out to be a Star Trek episode. Sinclair says, it's time we started talking to each other. So that's definitely going to be a thing. All right. Well, I've got to go get cooked up with Jeff so we can record our episode on this one real quick. So with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome out there. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell icon, all of that kind of stuff. And make sure you tune in for our next episode right here on Babylon 5 for the first time. Bye, guys.